Hello YouTubers, just thought I'd post a video of the 1 litre Vauxhall 3-cylinder turbo lump timing chain, timing and marks. There don't seem to be any data or any videos out there, and obviously we learn from our old mistakes, and here we go. There is a special tool which goes between the cams here and here to lock it off, and I did initially buy the tool, but now after doing it, you can save your money, people. It's about £80. You don't need it, but I will show you just if someone does want to buy it. And I've got the laser timing tools, and it says engine timing tool kit for Vauxhall Opel 1 litre, come on, 1415 petrol. And that's even the 4-cylinder, people. This is obviously the 3-cylinder direct injection engine, but it's the same tool and obviously the same timing chain kit. Just obviously Vauxhall locked the cylinder off. Anyway, I bought a timing kit from Vauxhall's, which comes with the 2 Vanish units, left and right. Now these pulleys are pinned. I've got another one to show you. When you look from the back, there is a pin right here, and they're not sided as in or out. They're both the same part number and same pulley. Anyway, back to the engine. When you strip the engine down, it can't be done in the car. Probably someone out there will say it can be done in the car. I'll give you a quick glimpse to say why it can't be done in the car. Obviously, you've got to remove your rocker cover. That's no big deal. Pull your injectors out, undo all your bolts. Rocker cover comes off. You slot your tool on if you're going to go that route. You've got to remove your vacuum pump from the back, because it just slightly holds the rocker cover down. So you can remove it or just lightly put it to the side. Again, up to you guys. Now, when I say can't be done in the car, to do the chain, you've got to take the side cover off, obviously, but you've got your engine mount bolt to the side. So that's got to come off. Water pump, AC pump's got to come off. Alternator's got to come off, with it all overhangs and covers the bolts. But when you come down to the bottom, you've got your crank sprockets. Now, when you're doing a timing chain kit on it, my kit actually comes with a balance shaft chain. Now, to reset and time the balance shaft, there is a couple of little marks on here, but be warned, people, they don't line up with anything, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. But anyway, just go to the cam timing for the moment and crank timing. The bottom bit times up top dead center cylinder 1 to the mark on the bottom, and it is a keywayed crank, so that's handy, unlike the Ford. When it comes to the cams, we've got a little dot here, a little dot here, so you don't need the timing tool. As I say, people, these pulleys go on with a pin, locate to the cams. They're not sided, as I say. You put your new chain on, line up your mark, line up your mark. If the bottom bit's at TDC, you see there's a little dot, and they've got a pink link. So that is pretty self-explanatory, people, so that is nice to know. So you can save your money, don't bother buying the tool. But when it comes to doing the balance shaft, you have to take your other one off to do the balance shaft. Another tensioner. With the engine still at TDC, you try and line up the marks on the pulleys, and how many times you roll it around, it doesn't seem to line up. And there's another one here. But when you go to the balance shaft with the sump off, again, so we can't do it in the car, right at the back on your balance shaft, are we picking this up? Yes. There's a pin, goes through the back. So pin that up with your engine at top dead center, and that's your bottom bit timed up. If you time it up with this dot to the chain, which I did, it doesn't line up on here anyway, so don't worry about the mark on the bottom balance shaft. It's the oil pump / balance shaft, but obviously the oil pump's just a pump. It's not an interference balance shaft. It will roll, spin around no matter what position it is. It's separate from the bottom webs, doesn't interfere with them. But obviously, to make it run smooth, you have to get it in time. So engine at TDC, the pin in the back, and that's your bottom bit done. But as I say, you can't really do it in the car, because to take the sump off, there's a couple of bolts right close behind the flywheel, which is a bit of a nightmare to get to, but I just took the whole engine out and put a piston in it anyway because it's had other issues. Yeah, hope this is helpful, people, and get someone out of trouble. But as I say, here's a timing tool kit, and there's all the numbers on it. I suppose you can zoom into it. Yeah, it does say on this kit and all, I'll try and get into it, balance shaft timing alignment tool, 6mm drill bit. People, you don't need this tool. But as I say, all this tool does is locks in between here and here. There's like a giant E, slots in and holds them two cans. But as I say, if you've got the chain on the car, you roll around, marks at the top, put your new chain on, you don't really need that tool. And what seems to happen, if you do put the tool on, yeah, if you do put the tool on, it obviously holds them in place while you put the pulley on. But if you've got a spanner on the ends of them, you don't need the tool realistically. Anyway, people, hope that helps. Speak to you all again soon.